Have you ever stepped into a busy place and felt your entire body tense up before you even understood why? The brightness hits your eyes, the sounds overlap, and suddenly it's as if the whole environment is pressing against your mind. You try to stand there like everyone else, pretending nothing feels off. But inside, something quietly sinks. A soft voice inside you murmurs that you don't belong in that noise. That something about this kind of chaos doesn't match the way your inner world works. And maybe you've wondered why some people seem to glow in those settings, while you feel like the energy is being pulled out of you, piece by piece. You walk down a crowded sidewalk, and every detail attaches itself to your awareness. A child wailing in a stroller, a motorbike revving in the distance. Groups of people laughing, arguing, moving in all directions. For many others, all of that blends together into harmless background noise. But for you, each sound lands separately, creating a storm inside your head. It's not about disliking people. You simply can't absorb everything at once without feeling overwhelmed. And the truth is, there's a psychological explanation for it. People who struggle with crowds often have a nervous system that responds more intensely than average. Your mind doesn't filter the world in small pieces. It takes everything in at full volume. Lights feel brighter. Noises feel louder. Even the emotions floating around you hit a little deeper. Being highly sensitive isn't a weakness. It's a different way of processing life. But it means that environments filled with constant movement drain you much faster. Once you're around too many people for too long, it's like your system starts flashing signals telling you it needs silence. What others often fail to see is that you are not antisocial. You're perceptive. You notice subtle things without trying. You catch the tiny flicker in someone's eyes when they're pretending to be happy. You sense tension in a room before a single word is spoken. You understand when someone's laughter is forced. This isn't strangeness. This is emotional awareness. It means your brain reads emotional information with sharper clarity than most people ever realize. And there's another layer to this discomfort. When you stand in a thick crowd, people lose their individual identities. They blend into a moving blur. Everyone starts mirroring one another, behaving similarly, thinking in groups, adjusting themselves just to fit in. But you aren't built to play along with that. You value sincerity more than blending in. When you're surrounded by a sea of masks, your mind becomes tired from trying not to wear one. Pretending drains you. Playing along with the social performance exhausts you. That's why solitude feels so comforting. Solitude doesn't demand a mask. Solitude lets you breathe without acting. Science offers another explanation as well. Many introverted or sensitive people have a different dopamine pattern than the people who thrive in social settings. Extroverted individuals release a surge of pleasure chemicals when they are around buzzing environments. Their brains treat crowds like fuel, but your system produces far less of that reward. What excites them overstimulates you. What energizes them overwhelms you. This isn't an issue to fix. This is your biology working according to its own rhythm. That difference is why the quiet moments feel sacred. Late night walks when the world is finally still. A corner table in a nearly empty cafe where the only sound is soft music playing in the background. A long drive with no destination, except the feeling of your thoughts settling into place. These pockets of silence feel like home. They refill your mind the way conversation refills someone else's. When the world is silent, you finally have room to exist without pressure. You're not running away. You're returning to the version of yourself that feels genuine. Research also shows that people who avoid crowded environments often possess stronger empathy. Your brain reflects the emotions of people around you more intensely than average. Imagine walking through a room filled with dozens of emotions: irritation, excitement, anxiety, joy, frustration, sadness, pride, and stress. Your brain doesn't just see those emotions, it absorbs them. So while another person might simply feel busy, you feel like you're carrying every emotion swirling in the space. No wonder your energy disappears so quickly. You're not reacting to one emotional experience. You're reacting to all of them at once. This sensitivity can sometimes make you feel like you're out of place in a world that celebrates noise, speed, and constant stimulation. But here's the truth most people overlook. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you for preferring calm. There is nothing strange about needing space when the world keeps demanding closeness. You're not lacking anything. You simply move through life with deeper awareness. You understand things others gloss over. You notice what others overlook. You feel what others ignore. That isn't a flaw. That's inner depth. And choosing a quiet life is not a sign of fear. It's an act of self-respect. Silence is not empty. Silence is meaningful. Silence is where your thoughts become clearer, where your intuition wakes up, and where you understand yourself the most. Your alone time isn't a punishment. It's where you go to reconnect with your own inner balance. It's where you stop pretending. It's where you stop absorbing the world long enough to hear your own mind again. So the next time someone looks at you and asks why you're quiet, you don't owe them an explanation. You can simply smile. They can't see what's happening inside your mind. They don't realize you hear the world more deeply than they do. They don't know that you feel the emotional temperature of a room before most people even step inside it. They don't understand that your silence is not emptiness. It's clarity. It's reflection. It's peace. You are not avoiding life. You are choosing the version of life that honors your inner world. You're not missing out. You're choosing calm instead of chaos. And deep inside, you already know that peace is worth protecting, even if the world doesn't always understand. So tell me something. Do you feel drained in crowded places? Or do they make you feel alive? Share your experience. I'd love to know how many people choose quiet over noise. And if this message helped you understand yourself a little better, join the journey. We explore the mind every single day. Like the video so others can find it too, and if you want a place to talk with people who think the way you do, our community is open.